Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. Today is June 18th. Um, I'm going to just chat here for a little bit and reintroduce myself, give some people a chance to get on. I am Stephen Crum. I'm running for the State House of Representatives here in Kansas in the 98th District. The 98th District runs from the north half of Hayesville. Hayesville's cut right in half, right down Grand, and runs up, and then over on the east side it runs all the way up by Pawnee and K15 and Pawnee, so it goes up quite a ways on the east side. Um, Looking forward to getting out and being able to represent the people of District 98 again. Um, I feel like the representative we have right now is not really representing the people. He's just up there representing the leadership in his party. Today I am gonna these for those of you that don't know, I do these every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. I try to keep them 5 minutes or less. I haven't been doing a very good job of that, so I'm gonna try to do better tonight. I'm just gonna touch on something real quick here tonight on because I heard some stuff in federal stuff this week having to do with a term called school choice. And people who support vouchers and tax credits really like to use the term school choice. And I just want to kind of talk about that. Whenever anybody talks to me about school choice, the first thing I always do is I always correct them and tell them that the correct term is actually school's choice. Because when it comes right down to it, a private school, they get to pick the students they want. So even if they say we're going to do these vouchers, it's going to do great things, you can go to any school you want. You take a voucher and you go in, and that school decides there's something about you that you don't like, or something from your background they don't like, or something about the way you look, you act, anything like that. They do not have to let you go to that school. It is not school choice, it is school's choice. So whenever you hear anybody say that, explain that to them. It's not that hard to look on Google for somebody in a private school that got kicked out for some silly reason. Uh, you know, if they come out as gay or transgender, or um, go to a party where there's something going on that it was illegal or something like that, and all of a sudden, boom, they're kicked out of school. That's because that's up to the school. It's not up to you guys. It's not up to the parents. It's not up to the student. So again, it's school's choice. That's why I think it's really, really important that we make sure that public school funding goes to public schools. We have to make sure that that funding is there, because public schools uh, teach everybody. Needless to say, this is close, near and dear to my heart, being a public school teacher. And I don't have anything against private schools. My wife and I sent our kids to private school. We sent to Catholic schools early in their school days, and then we moved on to public schools. But so I have nothing against private school. I just have trouble with public monies going to private schools. So uh, again, that's just kind of my take on that. Um, be real careful when you hear people talk about that, because again, it's really up to the school. Actually, not necessarily Catholic schools and religious schools. A lot of private schools started with segregation when they decided that they were going to start letting all students in the same classroom and learn in the same buildings. All of a sudden, you started seeing some private schools pop up, and that was a way for some people to continue segregation. And a lot of schools are still trying to do that, so that's another issue. So please, that's kind of my take on school choice. Remember, it's not really school choice because you don't choose. It's school's choice. The schools get to choose who they take and who they don't. So all I've got for you tonight. I do want you to make sure that you know, of course, this is my Facebook page. I'm also on Twitter at Steve Crum 1, and that's the number one, not spelled out. I'm also on Instagram, same thing, at Steve Crum 1. And you can also find me on YouTube, where some of my videos are on there right now. Uh, Also, my website, crumforkansas.com. Please feel free to get on there. You can sign up for weekly or for updates that I'll send out here and there. And also, if you are looking to maybe work on a campaign, please reach out to me, and we'll see if you'd be interested in helping me out. I hope everybody has a great day, a great week. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, uh, a really important day in our history, and I hope you take a minute or two to think about that. Everybody, please be kind and have a great week.